Good day, folks. That's Bob back with his weekly gig. My cousin messaged me after seeing my last episode and said, Bob, a piece of advice. Take your foot off the pedal means don't go after the government and its policies. Oh well, tough not to do that. But hey, with the new laws coming into place, don't know when they'll hammer you, right? So one has to, I guess, be kind of careful. But what am I going to talk about? The biggest event of all in foreign policy this time. Lots are changing. I told you, right? Politics, elections everywhere, and Ruchir had interestingly put it that this time the capital or world finance would want a particular set of people to win, which is essentially people who are right-wing capitalism, right? Where it's all free for all kind of movement of funds and withdrawal of funds. But hey, the people had something else to say. First, they said it loud and clear in India by not giving a complete majority to the BJP. Things will slow down. People will see the difference, even though the stock market continues to live on a hope and a prayer, because the economy itself is not really. I mean, we keep talking about economy. I'm not sure what that means. It's a macro. There's nothing. I mean, the debt is out of control. That's part of macro. They don't add half the numbers. That's macro. Unemployment is, I don't know, macro, micro. That's kind of strange, right? Nobody really cares about unemployment. Nobody cares about inflation. Nobody cares about debt levels, personal or company-wise. But anyway, the big surprise, the other place where capital lost the plot was in the United Kingdom. Right, Sunak's gone, Labour's in, and how? And I expect another 10 years worth of Labour, just like Blair, right? So here, what do we have here? After bitter fight, a historic reset for UK. But here's the thing, right? It's important for India's relationship with the United Kingdom is important. Because, I mean, whether we like it or not, because of the United Kingdom's colonial reach, its network is extremely extensive, right? And we tend to leverage and use that, whether it's in cricket, whether it's in other spheres, right? So, an important election. And Labour rarely has been cozy with India. Tony Blair did try, because almost always, because of the constituency of Labour, the issues raised by whether it is Kashmir or whether it is Punjab will always come up. And see the profile of the number of Sardars that won, I think 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 maybe are now members of parliament. So expect a lot of problems, right? It's not going to be the same as Sunak being in your pocket, as everybody said. New PM likely to forge stronger ties with India. Results, I'm not sure why they would do that, because these are the things that are going to upset them too, right? India slams deeply biased US report on religious freedom. India rejects deeply biased US report on religious freedom. Now, that therein lies the problem, because there is a contradiction in Labour as far as that is concerned. Who will fix not so Great Britain? That's so crazy, right? Starmer's big majority won't help him run a country with a soaring public debt and stretched government finances. He's supposed to be a technocrat, but remember, so was Sunak. So this is exactly what we have. We have soaring public debt and stretched government finances. We have similar problems, if not more, than the United Kingdom. UK and the world, what lies ahead? Europe, Ukraine and Trump, China and the Indo-Pacific. Well, I guess he's going to try and make friends with Biden, and he probably hopes Trump doesn't come in. But what do you remember about the British elections? A democracy where you can abuse a politician and not be jailed. And that's what we were supposed to follow. And right-wing seems to be the flavor all over the place. German Chancellor to visit in October, and this just after right-wing has made some advances both in Germany and the EU and in France. Exit polls show victory for far-right in the first round of France election, and that did happen. And in the United States, people are writing Biden off, okay? And especially Chidanand Rajagatta and Seema Sirohi. Well, maybe they know the US politics better than I, but I don't think you can write Biden off. In this election, America has already lost. Mumbling Biden and bombastic Trump are frozen forever in gifts from the first presidential debate. two rambling geriatrics are blundering their way to arguably the world's most powerful post. But, one must look inwards before he makes comments like this. I know he's sitting in the United States, but hey, at the end of the day, at least they are debating, right? Are we debating here? I don't know. Them Dems look lost. I am not so sure the Dems look so lost, right? I am not leaving. Biden doubles down despite growing discontent, and I would not want him to leave, because I think he's going to give the toughest fight amongst anybody there is as far as Democrats are concerned. Because at the end of the day, both are old guys, man. Both are going to make errors, right? This time she made an error. Next time Trump will make an error. Joe Biden is by Michael Vaishura. He says, given how the first presidential debate went, should Democrats replace Biden by the next debate in September? But no matter which Democrat runs against Trump, it's going to be a close contest, and closer if Biden continues to run. As far as India is concerned, India, a key ally of US in rivalry with China. Absolutely, that's why we are in the game, and we should understand that and forget about people talking about somebody's written again because the Prime Minister is visiting Russia that we are back to non-alignment. What nonsense. We are never going to be back to non-alignment. And it's wishful thinking, right? All this T.S. Trimurti and all that. SCO's tough terror stance, a win for India. Tough terror stance. I really never know what happens, because this is reality. No India-China thaw at SCO meet. New Delhi did well to continue to push for de-escalation at LAC. This will need more than talks at the diplomatic and military level. Absolutely. But what's de-escalation? I like the way they've now turned the entire narrative from status quo ante, give us the exact positions back, to what is this called? De-escalation, right? What does that really mean, right? Jaishankar vowing to intensify LAC disengagement efforts. Said, let's continue to talk about status quo ante and use all that we have, which is Tibet and Taiwan. Respect for LAC, India remains key. But what is LAC? Line of actual control. Now that's line of actual control. They are respecting that, aren't they? But this is what we need to play. Reincarnate the Tibet card. The Dalai Lama may soon reveal his succession plan, and it will have geopolitical ramification. India, China and the US are keenly watching the Dalai Lama's next move. Control over Tibet is crucial to Beijing because the river emanating from the region constitutes major source of water for the rest of China and for India and for Vietnam, right? Tibet also has strategic value as the region connects India, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar and the Kashmir region. This is why the choice of the Dalai Lama, once regarded as the holy king of the Tibet people, is so important for atheist Beijing. What if the next Dalai Lama is found among Tibetan immigrants living in a place China doesn't control? That would give an entirely new twist to the Tibetan movement, causing political problems for the Chinese leadership. Scholars have long discussed the possibility of the next Dalai Lama being found in the US, giving Washington's political lever over China. Okay, there is some debate on whether India is ready to play the Tibet card to counter China during negotiations on a variety of issues, including the boundary problem. And I think India should. And pinching the dragon's tail on Tibet. He's right, Dilip Sinha. The recent visit of bipartisan America congressional delegation to Dharamsala raises the question, how far will India go with the United States? India's relations with China have been cold since Galwan, and there is little chance of a thaw in the immediate future. By not going to the SCO summit and receiving the US delegation in New Delhi, PM Modi has made his leanings explicit. The External Affairs Ministry rejected China's protest, reiterating India's stand on the Dalai Lama being an honored guest who is free to conduct his religious activities in India. It remains to be seen if India will now take the next logical step to telling China not to interfere in the process of the Dalai Lama succession. This would be a good beginning towards a more assertive Tibet policy and China policy. And, as you go, Xi, make world governance more effective and balanced. China, Xi Jinping tells Global Show. Yeah, or Panchsheel. He's never adhered to the Panchsheel with India, the agreement signed between India and them, right? Xi invokes Panchsheel as key to end India's today's global conflicts. Jaishankar meets Wang Yi, says LAC must be respected. Redouble pullback efforts, EM tells China counterpart. It's not happening, guys. It's just talk, right? Not happening. And reason why it's not happening is this. Congress targets Modi over Adani's ties with Chinese firms. This is why it's not happening. Okay, then. Deputy NSA Vikram Misri is next Foreign Secretary. Is he up to the task? My inside news says he's not, especially in this kind of early-burly world that we have now. China's slump in home sales slows after top sites, shows after top cities ease policy. China factory activity contracts for second straight month in June. Modi's visit fits perfectly into Russia's strategic foreign policy, says Lavrov. Myanmar conflict inches closer to India border. After fresh initiative, after ties with Bangladesh are set to scale new heights. Really? I don't know. BIMSTEC for Delhi's regional ambitions. He says currently only a handful of BIMSTEC projects like the BIMSTEC grid interconnection and the BIMSTEC motor vehicle agreement have made notable progress. Thirdly, India must approach BIMSTEC as a complementary initiative to its other regional and global engagements such as Quad, the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, and the Supply Chain Resilience Initiative, and leverage BIMSTEC's unique strengths and partnerships to further its borders. But that's not going to happen if what continues to happen in Myanmar. And India now, hurly-burly politics, best parliament in 10 years, aggressive opposition, aggressive prime minister. Who came out ahead? Who knows? But the plain main thing, was a good opposition, lot of issues that are bothering the people of India that through this result up were actually bought up. Though no answers were given from as far as the government was concerned, but at least they were bought up, right? So another big event that happened, which is going to have a affect the outcome of the upcoming elections, which is Jharkhand, Maharashtra, and Haryana, is this. Soren walks out of jail as Jharkhand HC grants him bail in land case, and he's also taken over as chief minister. This is the best, right? Shows that your mainline media is turning. Now it's showing what Viksit Bharat, that is much ballyhooed by this government, is all about. Bridges collapsing, terminals collapsing, walls collapsing. PM thanks citizens for faith in Constitution on Mann Ki Baat. The Constitution is back in play, right? It's payback time. TDP chief tells center with his wish list. Now he's out there. He's the Baisakhi, as they say. Now the PM's out there. Oh, majority. That's anything but majority. 240 is not the majority, right? They're relying on TDP. They're relying on JDU. Besides the other guys, right? And the TDP, which is now also mending, also knows what's up. Naidu, Revant to mend fences. Revant is the chief minister, if you know, of Telangana. And they both need to work together. And Reddy must remember what happens when any party ties up with the BJP. You've seen it, what happened with BJP destroyed. You saw what happened with NCP broken up. You saw what happened with Shiv Sena broken up. And now you're seeing the same with Shiromani Akali Dal. Battle for the reins of SAD. How the party emerges from the rebellion within its ranks will have a bearing on Punjab's social and political dynamics. Somebody said, ooh, infrastructure. And what do we have in the middle or end pages? Highway contract stuck for a ride scheme on slow track. Nearly 611 kilometers of road projects were awarded in Q1 of 24 and 969 in, so basically against 969 in FY23. But you know, the question is the way they are being awarded. 969, essentially, you divide that depending on the number of lanes, you get what number of miles that have actually been done. And added again after Jio, Airtel and VI answer revenue call dial-up tariffs in coordination, because there are only 3 companies left. June gross GST revenue growth slows to a 3-year low, no official statement, okay? And this is what you have to worry about. This is what I told you. Card dues and gold loans beat bank credit growth of 20%. Can you imagine how people are taking personal loans against cards and gold loans? What are they for? They are for living and survival, maybe for holidays. And this is why our infrastructure is not being built. Scarcity of blue collar hits infrastructure firms' plans. Now, this is our real problem, right? Government undecided on deadline to fix boundaries for census, and you have to ask yourself why. Curtains on IPC, CRPC as new criminal laws kick in. Big issues. And as per the Banerjee fellow who went hammer and tong against this, said that, hey, we keep talking about the English laws being thrown out. They are all basically English laws and only 3 laws being introduced. New criminal laws will prioritize justice, says Shah. But that probably concerns emerge over BNSS provisions on police custody. Allows police custody beyond the first 15 days of arrest. Legal and civil rights activists say this is a retrograde step opposed to the fundamental rights of citizens. Absolutely, but this is what will result in. 5 Maoists killed in Chhattisgarh gunfight. And then this is a crazy statement. EVM saved 2 lakh trees by replacing LS poll ballot paper, says minister. Come on, get another reason, man. And Akhilesh was out there. He said, yeah, I have 137, even if I had 180, I know there's something wrong with the EVM. And hey, what about all the trees that are being now cut in Chhattisgarh for mines for Mr. Adani, right? BJP doesn't know tenets of Hinduism, Rahul on Gujarat attack. And that, after seeing what happened and how the Shankaracharyas reacted to the Ram temple, and I understood this religion a little better. And I can bet you that none of these guys, Piyush Goyal, Rajnath, actually really understand Sanatan Dharma. 6 held for UP stampede, and this is another reason. 6 held for UP stampede, no police action against Godman. 116 people killed in stampede at prayer meet in Uttar Pradesh. Missing Bhole Baba, not named in the first FIR as Hathras toll hits 121. Now this is a problem. When you have when you try and create an alternative, the Babas come up and then people start following. And guess who? Most of these were Dalits, right? Because they don't have access to the mandirs. You don't allow them into mandirs sometimes, right? Most of the time, actually. And this is what happens. So they only go to Babas. And then these Babas are now being used to convert them. And they were apparently all BJP supporters. They're all being used to convert these guys to the RSS and the BJP, right? And this is where they're going to lose. And the other big issue is now the Agnipath. Agnipath set to hit combat effectiveness ex-Navy chief. Rahul alleges no compensation was slain Agniveer. Army rebuts claims. Congress demands a white paper on Agnipath scheme. Let me just say this is a white lie that was given out by the army and Rajnath. Because what that 1 crore that's been paid. Firstly, for that fellow, 50 lakhs came from the Punjab government. We are talking about ex gratia from the army as the rest of the soldiers get. This is just insurance payments. The army insurance and personal accident. So, would you join the army to get killed and rely on insurance to be paid? What kind of a scheme is that? And that's what's resulting in our army being, I think, degraded. 5 soldiers killed in Ladakh flash floods. I am told that these were hardly killed in flash floods. They got stuck. The driver was new. And they all froze to death. They didn't get swept away, right? And that's what I think. But I can't confirm it. Okay. And then you have the Northeast. After Mizoram and Nagaland, Meghalaya declines Mandar tag for Ayushman health centers. PM to opposition, Manipur returning to normal. Don't add fuel to fire. It is not returning to normal. I can tell you that. I have a lot of people out there. Imphal residents slam PM speech, demand tangible things for peace. No trust. Apex court slams government in strife-torn Manipur. Manipur will reject those adding fuel to fire, says Modi. So that's absolutely what it's done. Both the MPs are Congress in the valley and outside. The Hindu and the Christians, right? And CGI called it right. Effective rule of law, key for economic growth, says CGI. Hindenburg refutes SEBI allegation on its Adani short bet. Hindenburg gets SEBI notice for shorting Adani shares, but now the worms are coming out. And folks, the main issue is the NEET. Delay in CUET, UG results to hit admission at central varsities. Jharkhand school principal held in NEET paper leak cases. Principal arrests stuns Hazaribagh, and everybody's getting arrested. CBI arrests Godra Education Trust Chief for NEET malpractices. BJD joins opposition in parliament protest over NEET row. And then you have somebody says, soft power, options to win and retain friends. And the key they're talking about culturally, I guess, movies. But more important, folks, is education. Were the IIT guys, were our brilliant fellows who were overseas, like Surinder Pachai. They're no longer there. And why? And this is what's happening. The rot in India's higher education system, the National Testing Agency, University Grants Commission, Vice Chancellor Nexus needs to be examined. Scrapping NEET UG, not a good idea, Center tells Supreme Court. I think it's absolutely a good idea. Godhra school owner took 5 to 10 lakh to answer sheet, says FIR, and poor infrastructures, about poor engineers, no, and absolutely no engineers and blue collar workers. So here, 3 more bridges collapse across Bihar. You have another bridge in Bihar collapses 10th in a fortnight. Bihar government suspends 15 engineers after 10 bridges collapse in 2 weeks. 17 engineers suspended after 12 bridges collapse. 1 dead, 6 injured as roof collapses at Delhi airport. Now, folks, tunnel vision drainage was overlooked. This is by L&T in the Delhi, right next to Pragati Maidan, right? And Chetan Bhagat, no neat answers, but time to make merit matter again. But merit, folks, is a scam. Because if you don't have good exams, it's a scam. Because there is really no merit. Merit is now is a kind of a cloak to push in ideologues, not brilliant people. And he knows that. 3 cheers and Jai Hind.